Welcome to Hava's AWS Infrastructure Overview. Hava will import what you allow across providers, accounts, and regions using a read-only IAM user or cross-account role. Once your accounts are imported, Hava will sync your data every hour, or you can manually sync your account as needed. You can easily discover and keep track of what your team is running, or maybe not even aware that you're running. We will move into the infrastructure view by clicking on this demo VPC tile. This is a somewhat recognizable pattern for a web application environment. On the right, you can see this has been identified as a VPC in US East 1. The green highlight indicates it is currently running. Moving over to the diagram, you'll see the outer container represents your VPC, and on the right, it's been identified by its name, ID, and IP address. At the top of this diagram, you'll see displayed the different types of gateways for this particular environment. You have an internet gateway, VPN, 2 customer gateways, and a web application firewall. On the right, you can view the attributes associated with these resources. Below these gateways, we have some load balancers. By actually clicking on the icons, it will show you the relationship between the connected resources. Again, on the right, you'll see associated details like the availability zone, DNS names, connected instances, security groups, and subnet associations. The 2 containers highlighted in orange represent 2 different availability zones. On the left we have US East 1D, and on the right we have US East 1E. Within these availability zones, at the top we have 2 public subnets containing a NAT gateway and elastic file system within it. Clicking within the subnet, at a glance you'll see all its connected resources. Below are the private subnets, again each container representing a different availability zone. Here we've got our application instances, RDS instant, and workspaces. And at the bottom we have our RDS and our Elastic Cache subnet group. You'll see by clicking on the icons and looking to the right, the green highlights this RDS instant is running and shows the estimated costs and attributes. Now I'll bring you over to our highlight feature. You can simply click within your VPC or one of the icons here. You'll see on the right hand side we have our security group, route tables, network ACLs, and S3 Buckets. By clicking the drop down, you expand the list to see different security groups that belong to this VPC. Hovering your mouse over the security group names, you're able to see which resources they belong to within the VPC environment by highlighting them in green. This is the same for the route tables. You'll notice it also highlights and shows us which subnets are able to route via the particular gateway. Coming back to the environment overview, you can view the monthly estimated running cost as a total, and by expanding the list, you will have a breakdown by resources and their running cost. Below you can see we have a number of exporting options available, PDF and PNG, to share your diagrams with someone in your team or maybe a client. Visio allows you to edit your diagrams, and there is also CSV and JSON file format. You can also use the toggles below to display the resource names and show the connections between resources, which can be also included in your exported images.